It looks like the Brewers are staying in Wisconsin through 2050 after the governor announces he will sign a bipartisan plan passed today by the Wisconsin state legislature. It will spend almost $500 million for stadium repairs over the next 30 years. The chamber approved the legislation by a vote of 19 to 14. The assembly followed suit just an hour ago, passing the proposal 72 to 26. The Brewers say American Family Field needs extensive repairs to things like the glass outfield doors, seats, and the video scoreboard. The governor released a statement that reads, quote, "After months of hard work, I'm proud to say we are going to be keeping the Brewers in Milwaukee, supporting thousands of family-supporting jobs, including union jobs, and ensuring a new generation of Wisconsinites can grow up cheering for the home team, just like countless others before them."